Friday nights or in the annual Tullahoma Christmas Parade each year. We are here today to perform a couple of things for you. The first thing we want to do is perform our fall show. If you've gotten to see our fall show this year, it's a lot of fun. This year's show is called Get Up and Go, and it is essentially about the daily commute. And so traditionally, 7th and 8th graders might remember this. In the past, we'll talk in between each tune about the show and what you're about to hear. But we're going to do things a little bit different today because we have a soundscape that goes along with our show. So this year what's really neat is we partnered with the DJs at 93.9 The Duck and 101.5 The Rooster, and they recorded a bunch of neat voiceovers for us throughout our show. And you're going to hear them talking throughout, talking through the play out of the script of what's happening. So our show starts out with a bang, and you're going to hear Tank by the Seatbelts. If any of you have ever heard of the show Cowboy Bebop, that's the theme from that. A lot of you will recognize it. And that's representing getting up and going. The day is starting. We're waking up out of bed. The alarm goes off. We're on our way. We're moving. We're going. And then after that tune, we kind of start hitting the brakes. We hit the traffic. And our driver is a little bored, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the traffic. So he's sitting there, or she's sitting there, just changing the radio station. And you're going to hear probably some recognizable tunes. We're going to hear In the End by Linkin Park, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, Levitating by Dua Lipa. You're going to hear a sports radio section, Rocky Top. You're going to hear Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. You're going to hear a lot of recognizable tunes that you're really going to enjoy. Then, after that, reality sets in, and it gets really sad because our driver is still stuck in traffic. And so we're going to take it to our ballad, our next tune. If any of you know or ever heard of Celine Dion, she made a song famous called All By Myself. So we're sitting in the traffic, feeling alone, kind of sad. It's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, it's kind of funny, but that's our ballad. And then things clear up. We get through a little bit of construction. There will be our percussion feature, and then we close things out. If any of you have seen the movie Cars and heard of the band called Rascal Flatts, they made and brought back the tune Life is a Highway, and that's what our closer is that you'll enjoy. So lots of recognizable stuff. We hope you enjoy. This is our 2024 production, Get Up and Go. Tullahoma Band, get set.
Exception of some minor backups due to road construction on I-24. Our weather conditions for today show only a 30% chance of rain, so grab that morning cup of coffee and let's get up and go. Listen up, condition red on I-24. Let's go airborne with Johnny Platter.
Well, there's a tractor trailer overturned in the westbound lanes of I-24. It's going to be slow going for a while. I tried so.
Fleetwood Mac with Go Your Own Way. Checking back in with Johnny Platter. How's that interstate backup looking?
The socials are blowing up. Sounds like everyone is still in a jam on I-24. So we're going to send this next one out to all of you stuck in traffic. Just remember, you're not alone out there.
For those in the westbound lanes of I-24, the congestion from that tractor trailer crash is clearing up. Once you get through the construction, all lanes are clear. Have a safe trip, everyone.
Recalculating. Destination in 16 pounds. Destination in 8 pounds. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, is that all you got? Let's hear it for your Tullahoma band! All right, man, you can have a great rest. So, pretty fun show, right? Hope you guys enjoyed that one. So we had a great season. It was a little bit rainy. Some of our contests forced us to go indoors. Other things forced us to not attend, but we still were very successful this year. At the station camp contest, the band was awarded second place overall, second place percussion, and fourth place color guard. Give a good round of applause for that. Congratulations. And then in our final contest of the year, we got first place percussion, second place color guard, and the band was named first place grand champion overall at the Montgomery Central Invitational. So give a big round of applause for that. So before we go on to let loose a little bit and have fun, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Burton. She's going to talk to you about a few of the individuals that some of you may recognize standing out here today. Some of you may not, but she's going to talk about some of our leadership team.
Hi, friends. Weren't they awesome? Give me a round of applause for being that awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to introduce some people, and usually the teachers like to see this a lot too, because these are the kids that they taught, and you guys might recognize some folks, be it siblings or band kids might recognize them from middle school night. But I'm going to introduce our leaders who went to East Middle School. So first of all, we have sophomore Alexander Cook as a field commander. And then we have to tell everyone, we can give a huge round of applause. Lindsay Evie is a senior, and she is the quartermaster. So our field commanders and our quartermaster are our top leaders of the entire band. We can't function without them at the helm with that. We have some section leaders from East. We have Natalie Howard as our flute section leader. She's a senior. Nice, if I call you, just raise your hand nice and high and wave. Sari Hoffner is a senior, and she is our clarinet section leader. Charlotte Ponder is our low reed section leader. She is also a senior. We have senior Josh Jones as our high brass section leader. We have Maria Simmons as our color guard captain. They clearly don't know what it means to wave nice and high. Okay, Ms. Burton, leave me alone. Elijah Moorhead is a junior, and he is a drill instructor. Everett Tinsley is also a junior, and he is a drill instructor. Alex Quinn is a senior, and he is a drill instructor. Mackenzie Dixon is a sophomore, and she takes care of all of our attendance things, all things. And I will tell you, with 160 kids, she is very, very important. Joaquin Tenaglia Canute and Adrian White are co-field crew leaders, and they make sure that our field is lined, and it's usually like heat index of 120,000 when they're doing that, and they do a great job. Mia Vandervliet is a senior, and she is, thank you Mia, she knows what it's like to wave her hand high. She is our librarian and heads up our librarian crew. This is our favorite crew in the band. Julia Weiner is a junior, and she's our snack crew leader. The band loves our snack crew because they get to eat. Leo Ramirez is a senior, and he is our loading crew captain. Where's Leo? Oh, there he is. Okay. And then Hunter Roberts is a junior, and he is one of our percussion equipment leaders. And then we have Emma Cajanese. She is a sophomore, and she's one of our equipment color guard members. And I think that is all of our East leadership. Is there anyone? Thank you so much. Avery Caldwell, my bad. Avery is a senior, and he is our trombone section leader. I don't want to leave anyone else out who is a leader from East. Naziah, I'm a jerk. Naziah Forden is one of our drill instructors. She's absolutely fantastic, and she is from East. Did I leave out any other leaders? Hey, do this for me. If you went to East, will you wave nice and high, band members? If you went to East, wave your hand nice and high. Very cool. All right, I'm getting my notes up because I want to introduce a couple more things to you. So one of the things that we do that all of us really enjoy is we go on some pretty awesome trips. In fact, over spring break last year, Mr. Scott and myself and many of the people you see here, we got on a plane and we went to Los Angeles, and we went to San Diego, and we had a great time over spring break. It was a wonderful, wonderful trip. We are actually in the process of planning a trip for next year. So this year's 8th graders, if you're in band, be it color guard or band, we are planning a trip that we're going to roll out in January. This is going to be a smaller trip. We like to operate on every 2 years. It's either a small trip or a big trip. So every student who's in band can go on a small trip and a big trip should they want to. We have a great time on these trips. We enjoy it, and we hope as many of you will get involved as much as possible. All right, so is for students who are in 8th grade that may or may not be in band. In the spring, we are going to roll out some information. We're going to put it on the announcements. We're going to put posters up around the building. But in the spring, we're going to start recruiting our color guard. We're going to come perform for you all, and then starting in about, beginning of April, we're going to start training sessions and then lead to auditions. You do not have to be in band to be a color guard member, okay? But if you think it's really cool what these amazing young women did, here's some things you need to think about, okay? Are you keeping your grades up? Are you staying out of trouble? Are you working hard? Okay? So if that's you, we really want you to consider doing that, or if you start working towards that. Okay, and I will tell you, raise your hand if color guard was your first band experience, color guard. Raise your hand. Okay, so these students started in 9th grade. So we want you to consider auditioning. All right, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Scott.
So, there's two new things that happened this year. That one of them is really obvious. The band this year, we got these wonderful brand new uniforms. And we've been in the previous set of uniforms, you remember we were in those for 12 years. They lasted a long time. They were awesome. They're fully washable. Don't worry, we do clean them. But we just this year, we got these sharp new looking uniforms, and our school board was very, very generous and helped us out in purchasing these. So we're really excited about that. So I don't know if you noticed that. And we have a new director with us this year joining our team. Some of you have met him, some of you have not. We have Mr. Johnson. And we're really excited to have Mr. Johnson. He joined us from South Gibson County out in West Tennessee. But he is a great addition to our team, and I know a lot of you are going to get to know him a lot better in the coming years. I'm going to turn it over to him because he's going to let you guys have a little bit of fun.
Good morning, Tullahoma! Okay, so you saw the more serious side of band. Now there's a different side of band that occurs in the stands during football games. And so now we're going to play some of our pep tunes for you, okay? We're going to go through these kind of quick. There is audience participation optional. If you're a band student and you've already done this, please come down to the floor when you're called and do the tuba dance and all that stuff when we get there, okay? All right, so it is okay to cheer, it is okay to dance, it is okay to have fun, but just don't injure anybody. All right, we're going to start with Fight Song going into Rocky Top. Fight Song going into Rocky Top.
excited that this Friday, for the first time in about a month, we're going to get to do our show again for our home crowd. We've had some away games. And our show this year is entitled Get Up and Go. And essentially what it is, it's about a daily commute. So we partnered this year with local DJs from 93.9 The Duck and 101.5 The Rooster. And you're going to hear some of the voiceovers throughout the show as they kind of talk through the narration of what's going on in the daily commute of our imaginary character. So things start out pretty upbeat, we hit the ground running, alarm goes off, we wake up, we're going. Daily commute is on its way, everything's looking great. And then after our opener, things take a turn for the worse, and we hit some traffic. And our driver gets a little bit bored, and so our driver starts changing the radio station. And you're going to hear that represented through our track that's going to be happening. Our opener before that is a piece called Tank by the Seatbelt that we're going to start things off with. If any of you know Cowboy Bebop, that show, it is from the soundtrack for that show. Then, when we get to our radio station section, you're going to hear In the End by Linkin Park. You're going to hear a little bit of 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. Levitating by Dua Lipa. We're going to do a sports section where you'll hear Rocky Top. Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. And all of that happens as we're trying to make our way through the traffic. Then things continue to get worse, and the traffic isn't clearing, and so our driver gets sad. And to represent that, the song made famous by Celine Dion, All By Myself. That'll be our ballad. That'll be kind of a tongue-in-cheek moment. Then, we make our way through some construction, and we're finally out, and we close things out with Life is a Highway. If you have seen the movie Cars, it was made famous again by the band Rascal Flatts, and a lot of people recognize that one. So I wanted to talk to you about the whole show, because we're going to run the whole thing without stopping, and then we'll talk a little bit more about some other things at the end of it. So we hope you all enjoy our 2024 production, Get Up and Go. Get set, man.
Traffic is looking good with the exception of some minor backups due to road construction on I-24. Our weather conditions for today show only a 30% chance of rain, so grab that morning cup of coffee and let's get up and go. Skybound Strictly brought to you by Tullahoma Lanes. Listen up to this red I-24. Let's go airborne with Johnny Platter.
Well, there's a tractor trailer overturning the westbound lane to I-24. It's going to be slow going for a while.
that interstate backup looking?
The socials are blowing up. Sounds like everyone is still in a jam on I-24. So we're going to send this next one out to all of you stuck in traffic. Just remember, you're not alone out there.
For those in the westbound lanes of I-24, the congestion from that tractor trailer crash is clearing up. Mentioning through the construction, all lanes are clear. Have a safe trip, everyone.
you to wave like this. Okay? Be like this. Be like me it was this morning. Okay? So, Will Childers is our trumpet section leader. Is one of them. Micah Anderson is the drill instructor. And Kyrie is our uniform crew captain, which is like the most giant undertaking. And then from West, we have Junior Jonas Carter is our ceremony and field commander. And I want you guys to give a big round of applause after I call everyone. Cool? Awesome. Okay, Jonah Vallejo is a sophomore from West. Hold on. Jonah, I don't want to use your applause, but we're going to wait until the end. Okay. Liz French is a senior trumpet section leader. Wait. Connor Chastain is a junior drill instructor. Paisley Lowe is a senior. She's in charge of our dance component of Color Bar. Millie Smith is a senior, and she is, along with Bree Behill, both of them are in charge of flag instruction. Kaylee Williams, right here, rifle, thank you, love. Tommy Diamond is a junior that is doing marching fundamentals and drills with our percussion section. Elijah Throneberry is a senior who is in charge of performance and music. Elijah Kidd is a senior in charge of E-Crew. Ivan Anderson is a junior who does equipment with Color Guard. Kylie Smith is a junior that is helping out with equipment with Color Guard. Kylie Stoner is a junior helping out with equipment with Color Guard. And Chance Cox is a senior and that is in charge of front ensemble equipment. Now, do this before you give applause. Band, if you went to West Middle School, wave your hand nice and high. All right, everyone, cheer for these folks. And good job. Thank you, friends. All right, so I have two more things to talk to you guys about. Number one is the trips that we take in high school band. Okay? So whether you are a band member now or whether you are looking at joining Color Bar if you were an 8th grader. Okay? If you're one of those people, like last year, many of us, Mr. Scott and I, went to California over spring break last year. We went to Los Angeles and San Diego and had an amazing time. And in January, we are going to reveal our trip for next year. So if you are an 8th grader, you guys will be going on a trip next year if you're in the band or in Color Guard. And then you would go on another trip your junior year. We usually do a small trip, and then 2 years later, a big trip. This will be a smaller trip, but a trip nonetheless. Last, before I turn this back over to Mr. Scott, whether you are in band or not in band, if you are an 8th grader and you think you might be interested in doing what these incredible ladies do, next semester we will come perform for you all. I'm going to make sure side conversations are over, especially since I am talking to 8th graders. Thank you, friends. So if you're an 8th grader, next semester, we're going to show you guys what it's like to do Color Guard. We'll start training in April. Any 8th grader is eligible to try. Things we look at besides whether you can perform well. Do you have good grades? Do you turn a step in? Do you stay out of trouble? And are you in school? Are you absent a lot? Okay, so there's the things we look at besides how well you perform. Hey, Color Guard, raise your hand if Color Guard, like in 9th grade, was your first experience with band. Raise your hand. Okay? So most of our Color Guard are fresh with band. We encourage you to be the same way. Okay? Thank you guys so much. And now to Mr. Scott again.
Thank you, Ms. Burke. So there's two new things to our band program this year. really excited to have those. And then also joining us this year, new to our team, and I'm going to introduce him now, is Mr. Johnson back here. Mr. Johnson comes to us from South Gibson County and is joining our band directing team. We're really excited to have him, and I'm going to turn the microphone over to him. So everybody say hello, Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon. How are we doing? All right, so we're going to have a change of pace here, and I'll wait till I have everybody's attention. Thank you. So we're going to have a little bit of change of pace. What you just saw is the more serious side of man. Everybody's standing there all nice and pretty, trying to just not ask